Hello, everybody. We're back. It's been a minute. The
In a year.
holidays have come and gone. We hope you had some good ones. And uh, for some a little bit of housekeeping announcements, sort of going on. Uh, Sound effects are quite loud. Excellent. Let's change that. Uh, Got it. Our lovely cricket will not be joining us tonight, unfortunately. Um, uh, but will be hopefully joining us in the future. And with that out of the way, let's do a little bit of a recap of where we last left our heroes. Um, when we last left our heroes, they had uh, been the victims of some goblin robbery, um, and uh, had uh, a memento had been taken from Wilhelmina, a quarterstaff that was engraved by her grandfather, um, that had been stolen along with a bunch of food by some goblins. The goblins were then tracked down, um, and uh, an ambush had been set for the party, um, which precipitated uh, a combat encounter in a series of murder tunnels. The tunnels were eventually the trap that would have sealed our party into the tunnels was avoided, uh, diverted by some quick thinking and some very high uh, strength checks. Um, and the party was able to escape the tunnels with their lives, if not their items. Um, uh, in a bit of providence, the uh, ranger of the party, Capheira, had ventured out into the jungle to see if she could find a replacement for the quarterstaff that Wilhelmina had lost, and through a uh, a connection with the forest that has been growing stronger, um, a magical quarterstaff was procured uh, from the branches of one of the trees of the jungle. Um, a special gift from the jungle itself. It would seem. Um, uh, that being completed, the party had, I believe, just settled down for a long
Long
winter's nap,
winter's nap.
as it were. Um, I haven't been reading that story over and over again to small children this entire holiday season. Um, uh, don't know what you're talking about. Uh, and it is now the morning of the following day. What would
Take a long rest.
the party like to do next?
I will. I after standing watch all night, I will start helping tear put everything away. Tear everything down, put everything away.
Okay. Um, as you're putting things away and people are starting to uh, got it. As as you go about setting up camp, you notice that um, similar to uh, a uh, a few days ago, you notice that um, Wilhelmina seems to be again um, suffering the effects of ill health. Um, you
I
recognize similar symptoms of um, uh, a um, a sweat, a pale complexion, um, sluggish movements, and she definitely seems to be once again ill.
Are her forehead bumps any more prominent this morning?
Yeah.
Go ahead and make either a perception or medicine check.
Would you
Oh,
mind if I also
well,
made a medicine check, John?
Not at all.
and I'll
a
try a
natural
perception check.
2, so it's not gonna be great.
That's a 15 perception.
9 perception.
17 medicine.
Uh, yeah. So the 17 medicine check is definitely enough to uh, comparing your notes from the last time. You do see a an increase in the size of the sort of bone growths
Shit.
on her temples. They uh, appear to have raised from her temples a little more. Not so much increasing in width, but definitely in height. And you feel that skin over that is growing pretty tight.
Yeah.
No.
And you see her wince a little bit as you sort of palpate the area.
All right. Is she conscious?
She's conscious, but she's groggy.
All right.
And she goes, "Yeah, Dr. Barrows, I don't feel very good."
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine that you would, given the circumstances. I won't lie to you, Wilhelmina. These protrusions, they are getting taller.
Okay, okay. Um,
Can we do
I'm
anything?
diagnosing you as horny.
Are you in pain?
uh, well, I'm feeling a little weak, but
Mm.
um,
Maybe we
I
Maybe,
think
should
I
ride
can.
Rutherford today.
yeah, maybe you should ride Rutherford
Yeah,
today.
yeah. I think I'd be okay if like I can.
What sort of
We can keep moving, but I probably would
what sort
like
of
to.
bundle you in so you don't fall off if you fall asleep?
Okay, all right.
You take a little nap, darling.
Um, and so with Wilhelmina bundled up on um, uh, Rutherford, some of the uh, well, actually, a lot of the provisions got stolen recently, so there's some room
Hey!
for
How
Right
fortuitous!
wonderful.
As
Bet
they're
those goblins didn't expect that,
Yeah.
suckers.
didn't realize they were doing a good deed. As they set off for the day, Capheira is gonna sort of in her normal path scouting, gonna try to see if she can find like anything that has medicinal properties to kind of like, I don't know, make like a poultice or like make, I don't know,
Yeah.
just something like if anything hits her eye of like, oh, that's good for when you don't feel good,
Hmm.
you know.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a survival check.
Would be better.
And I'll say, Dr. Barrows, if you want to assist in this with some of your knowledge of herbology, you can
Yes.
definitely grant advantage on this roll.
Yes.
Thank you, because the first one was an 8 and the second one was a 19 for a total
Woo!
of 26.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Pow!
The
Nice.
power of friendship. Well, not necessarily
Well,
friendship, but sort of like
well,
tacit understanding.
Power of
Yeah.
acquaintanceship.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, darling.
Amazing. Yeah, you successfully find some medicinal poultices that you think are at least going to help ameliorate some of Wilhelmina's symptoms.
Yeah.
And make her make the trek a little more comfortable for her. And you get the sense that by doing this, you have successfully avoided her taking any points of exhaustion by sort of powering through her illness and continuing on y'all's journey.
Nice.
So good job on that.
Up top.
Hell yeah. All right. Let's take a look at where y'all are and
Oh
where
my
y'all
goodness.
We're getting close-ish to
Would
Vorn.
like
We're
to
like
be.
Zoom.
1, 2, 3,
Zoom.
3.5-ish hexes from
Yeah.
Vorn.
I mean, I feel like we should make our way to Vorn
Yeah,
with all possible haste.
indeed.
All right.
But, like, not enough that, like, people, we're gonna get disadvantage
Yeah.
on
Let's,
perception checks. As quickly as possible while maintaining a normal speed.
Wonderful. Love it.
All right.
All right. So y'all are.
We're gonna have to cross a river.
Yeah, you're gonna cross the river on this trek.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go like northwest-ish.
Great. Wonderful. I would like somebody to roll for me
I do it.
a d20.
I got it. I got it.
I got it.
16.
16. Excellent. So y'all make it through over to here. As you cross the river, a dense fog is hovering over this area, and the
A natural fog or a creepy fog?
you can make a nature check to determine the nature of this fog.
That's
I
your booty.
also attempt to determine the nature of the spooky fog.
100%.
I got a
Oh.
12.
I got a 6.
Woo!
It's fog.
Up
it's-
top.
Wait, I'll
It's a
do
spooky
a roll
fog.
because we've established that I can, that I do
Yeah.
have like some senses when it comes to what may be harmful.
Absolutely, I'll allow that for sure.
We're doing so good.
Oh my gosh. Oh, although wait, I forgot that you
That's,
said
17.
I can do. Hold on. I use wisdom instead of intelligence for nature, so that's actually better than a 6, but still not great. I don't think it beats a 10.
Was it a nature check or
Yeah.
nature? Where's my nature? Okay, so instead of a 17, that's a 14.
14. Yeah, nothing really stands out as about the fog itself.
Still the best roll that we got for this check, guys.
Yeah,
With a -3 modifier.
It's just it kind of makes sense for the topography. You're down in this river valley. The temperature is cooled down a little bit, so it makes sense that the fog is and the humidity of the area is resulting in this fog. As you trek through the fog, you start climbing a hill.
Ugh.
And when you reach the top of the hill, you come out of the fog a little bit, and you discover a camp.
Uh-oh.
You see the remains of a camp, not dissimilar to one that you might have set up for yourself. The equipment in it is scattered, smashed, and in disarray. The canvas of the
Immediately
tents is rent into ribbons. Yeah, go for it.
immediately look around for lingering dangerous creatures that might kill me.
Make a perception check.
Oh, it's pretty good. Perception. Wait, why do I get advantage? Oh, I think I get advantage
Because of
The
your
cloak.
for checks that rely on sight.
Yep.
Well, that was worse. It's an 18.
Okay. You see off to the side the skeletonized remains of a triceratops with a ruined harness and ransacked saddlebags.
Now, when you
Um,
say skeletonized, you don't mean fossilized. You mean this was a living dinosaur that has been eaten.
Correct.
Wait,
Okay.
okay, but nothing that seems like it's gonna kill me right now.
You also notice a pale flickering that catches your eye.
A pale flickering?
Oh dear.
Is that what you said? A pale
Mhm.
flickering?
And you see it flickering over a smashed suit of armor. As you continue looking at this flickering image, it resolves itself into a... Here, let's...
A ghost.
Jinkies!
It resolves itself...
Roll.
Oh, the sounds got spookier.
It resolves itself into the form of a translucent half-orc dressed in robes. It's hunched over and it's convulsing in silent weeping.
Silent weeping,
Mhm.
like it's crying.
Yeah.
But it's a ghost or an illusion.
You can make an Arcana check.
Okay. Uh, so my Arcana bonus is +8, but I rolled a 3 on the die, so that's an 11.
An 11.
Ooh.
It is definitely either a ghost or an illusion.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Fuck.
Can I
It is for sure one of those things.
Yeah, yeah.
I would
for sure,
like
for
to
sure.
use primeval awareness to sense whether any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead are present within 1 mile of me, including right in front of me, please.
Yes.
Yeah. You definitely get the sense of undead nearby.
Okay.
Does the I'll say for this I'll let you make a check to see if you can pinpoint the source or nature of the
Okay.
undead in the area, just because I think that's more interesting.
Okay. What kind of check would you like, sir?
We'll go with a just a straight wisdom check.
Okay. Well, that's a 17 on the die, and my wisdom modifier is 4, so that's a 21.
21. You definitely feel a sense of undead emanating from the figure in front of you. You also sense other sources of undead nearby.
All right. I'm gonna
Yuck.
knock an arrow. Just for funsies.
Yeah, I'm gonna mage armor.
Okay.
Um,
I'm going to wave.
You wave, and the metal in your arm sort of creaks, and the spectral figure in front of you slowly turns to regard you. You see tears of black ichor oozing from vacant eye sockets.
Oh,
His face
that's a bad goat.
is contorted into a mask of pure agony. And he turns and you see his shoulders are heaving, but you don't hear any sound.
can we help you?
The spirit shifts his gaze, as it were, from Riddle over to you, Capheira. You see his mouth start to open, and it opens unnaturally wide. And though you can't hear his scream,
Oof.
you sense a pressure building in your ears.
Don't like that.
Behind him, a ghostly dwarf rises up out of the ruined armor that he had been crouched over. She wears a holy symbol cracked in several pieces.
Oh,
Behind
shit.
you, two half-elven spirits emerge, as well as a specter of a tabaxi clad in leather, a bow slung on her back.
Oh.
There is
Oh,
a
shit.
moment of tense silence before translucent tendrils erupt from all of them, any semblance of who they were replaced by otherworldly malice. They all rush towards you simultaneously.
Yeah.
Cool.
Roll initiative.
Yeah,
Cool, cool,
yeah,
cool, cool.
yeah. Cool. Love it.
Well, that
Oh,
went super great.
no.
8.
Oh, I got a nat one.
Oh, well, I don't
no,
feel as bad.
It was a 7. Never mind. It was a 7. It's a 10.
5.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Am I going first with an 8?
No, I got a 10.
Oh, okay.
The dice was really tiny on my screen, and it looked like a 1, but it wasn't. It was a 10.
This is crazy.
Oh no.
Let's bring you over to the map.
We're gonna die.
Okay, bye guys.
This is the last session. We didn't know it, but this is it.
Welcome to the series finale of Doom of
haunted,
Annihilation.
What did Artis and Dragonbait get?
We'll find out.
Okay.
Oh, they ran.
I'm continuously
They bolted. They're like, no, you guys.
Yeah.
I am continuously so glad that we recruited them. Like, I was like, who has radiant damage? Nobody?
Or no, not
Nobody?
me.
Dragonbait
Well,
does.
Dragonbait
Thank God.
does.
Thank God.
And Wilhelmina's sleeping on Rutherford.
Please, she's in a coma.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
This sucks.
Hey, let's have a spirit of post-holiday cheer. It's gonna be fine.
These are fucking like ghouls or something.
Yeah, but they died once. We can kill them again.
I guess.
Amazing.
I don't have radiant damage.
Let's add you to the... So that's all of you. And then let's... we'll give them each their own. Although it doesn't look like this one. There we go. Excellent. Okay. Perfect. All right. It looks like Dr. Barrows, you're up first. What would you like to do? And feel free to rearrange yourselves here on this map.
I got an 8. I'm not sure if that's important, but I got an 8 for initiative.
Oh, you got an 8?
Yeah.
Let me change that. Excellent. It's the ghosts' turns first.
Cool.
Or the specters, as it turns out they are.
All right, I was close.
Oh, hey, I have 2 attacks now. I forgot we leveled up.
Yeah.
Level 5!
Yeah,
Oh my
baby!
God, I forgot. Yes.
Level
I
5,
did not
baby.
take damage spells when I hit level 5, so
Who's
Lol.
surprised?
nobody.
All right. So we're doing this one first. All right. So the half elf behind y'all is going to go first, and it looks like they are closest to Dragonbait. So this one's going to move forward and take a couple of attacks.
John, you're a little bit quiet and you're kind of getting lost in the soundscape, just so you know.
Wonderful. Is this better?
This is much better.
Yes.
Excellent. How about I actually talk into the microphone?
That'd be great.
Hey,
How's
wouldn't that be
for,
something?
for a plan?
I can see it catching on.
Wonderful. All right. So that's gonna be that'll hit. So that's gonna be 7 points of necrotic damage. I forgot to add these 2 nerds to the combat tracker. Let's see if that changes. Nope, it's still their turn. Great. Great. So this one's going to attack Dragonbait and do 7 points of necrotic damage and reduces Dragonbait's maximum hit points by 7.
Gosh, I hate that.
It's a cool ability, but I hate it when it's used against me.
Yeah, for sure.
That really sucks.
Amazing. And that's all that they can do at the moment. So that's going to be their turn. It's Artis's turn next. Artis is going to step forward past Riddle and Capheira and set off a cone of cold at the dwarf and the half-orc specters, which is going to be necessitating a Constitution save for both of them. That's going to be a nat 1 and a save. So that's going to be 12 points of damage to this one and 6 to the other one. concentration. Let me check their resistances and miracles.
Immune to everything.
They are resistant to cold, so that's actually going to be 6 and 3. Amazing. All right. So that's going to be 16. That's gonna be- Great. That's Artis's turn. It is now the second half orc's turn, or second half elf's turn. This one is going to go after Dr. Barrows, which is going to be a 17 to hit.
I will cast Shield,
Amazing.
because that is my armor class with mage armor.
Great. So with the shield, the specter comes forward and sticks out one of its hands, tendrils of spiritual energy erupting from its fingers, but is turned aside by your magical shield. Incredible. That is that specter's turn. Capheira, you're up with Riddle on deck.
All right, I will bonus action Hunter's Mark, the one closest to me up top.
Yep.
Guy. And then I will try to shoot it.
Go for it.
Oh, that's an 18.
That hits. Roll for damage.
I think. Okay. All right, and I'm going to use my swarm on this one. Ugh! Gosh, there's nothing worse than rolling a 1 on your damage die. 12 points of piercing damage on the first hit.
Okay.
Try to hit it again. That's better, so that hits. And that is 10 points of piercing damage.
Great. So how much was the first one? So sorry.
Oh, it was a 1 on the D8. And I don't remember what I rolled on my D6s.
Why don't you just roll again?
Okay. 12 points of piercing on the first one.
Okay.
And it was 10 on the second, so 22 points of piercing damage total.
Great. Your arrow with your swarm swirling around it blasts into the form of this specter, and you see the damage that you would expect from such an attack, but the misty form sort of recollects itself, and it appears that you didn't do as much damage as you
I was afraid you were going to say
thought
that.
at first. Any other bonus action? Or you did your bonus action.
I used my bonus action. Yeah, no, that's it.
And any movement you want to do on your turn?
I moved up 5 feet to just get a better line of
Wonderful.
sight. Actually, you know what? I will step up and back because they're still in range.
Wonderful. Riddle, you're up with the bad guys on deck.
Yeah, gee, really feel like my options are limited here. I'm very solid is my thing. And they seem to not be. So I'm going to use the solid approach. I'll come over toward this one and try to whack him with my hammer.
Go ahead and roll for an attack.
That'll be a 24.
That'll hit. Roll for damage.
That'll be 11 bludgeoning damage.
11 bludgeoning damage. You see the the form of this ghastly undead specter that is still recovering from the arrow attack from Capheira, turns to look at you, and you see its features change once more back into the awesome car alarm right outside.
Once more its features become awesome.
You see its features return to the figure of the half-orc in robes that you saw at the beginning, and it roll an insight check as your hammer is moving towards your target.
That is a nat 20, but my insight is -1, so it's 19.
On a nat 20, you, even through the ghostly nature of this individual, the tattered remains of its earthly memory, you sense a sense of hope for release, and almost a sense of gratitude as it's looking into your eyes as your hammer makes contact with the specter's form, and it dissipates into mist. This specter is no more.
I'm going to say, don't hold back. They want to go back. They want to re-die. For my next one, are these fires on the map, are they still lit, or were they put out?
No, they're the remains of campfires.
Okay, so there's no embers, no, like nothing glowing. Okay.
No, they're long cold.
Okay, well then I'm going to step over here, and I'm gonna I'll step over to this one and smack it.
Okay, roll for attack.
That's 17 to hit.
17. That will hit. Roll for damage.
All right, that is 12 bludgeoning damage.
Understood. Reduced to 6.
And I will also use my bonus action pole arm to hit with the butt of my hammer as well.
Yep. Go for it. Roll for attack.
$24.
That'll hit. Roll for damage.
3.
Amazing.
So, do we get the sense that Riddle's attacks are doing what we would assume that they would?
As you see Riddle's hammer attacking through the ghostly form of these specters, you get the sense that, like Capheira's attacks, and even Artis's, that they are resistant to most forms of damage.
Okie dokie.
I'd like to point out that as Riddle is attacking, what goes up to this one and says, "Don't worry, wham! We'll make you dead again real soon." Jab. It's like, you'll like that.
And you see the specter thrash around in pain and fury as this form of it seems still intent on your destruction. Any other movement you want to do on your turn?
I'll ask if he'd like to hear a riddle.
You do that, and you don't seem to have made any kind of connection with this particular specter on that front.
Had to try.
It is now the specter dwarf's turn, who is seeing the dissipation of their compatriot is going to go after Riddle. That's going to be a 15 to hit, which I don't believe hits.
It doesn't hit, but it does give me a reaction because they came into my range.
It sure did. Go ahead and roll for an attack.
$25.
That'll hit. Roll for damage.
10.
Amazing. Okay. You whirl around and land a solid hit on
Well, a
those coming around
gaseous
behind
hit,
you.
more of.
As solid as a hit as you can on
Yeah.
something that is mostly incorporeal, but still has a foot in the material,
Okay.
as it were.
Okay.
This guy's dead. It is now Dr. Barrow's turn with dragon bait on deck.
Oh my god. Okay, I saw this scary looking dude come for me and I got scared out of my mind. And so what I immediately do is scream bloody murder. Just like
Valid.
and then I cast Misty Step.
Okay.
And I teleport myself all the way over here by Rutherford.
Amazing.
And then that's my bonus action. And then for my action, I'm gonna cast Magic Missile, if you don't mind.
Not at all.
I'm gonna cast it at, these guys look really scary, so I'm gonna cast it at, fuck it, I'm gonna cast it at 3rd level.
Hell yeah. Which one are you going after?
Let me see, I deals, yeah, so 3rd level is 3 darts, right? Wait. No,
should be more than
it's
that.
3 darts plus, so it's 5. It's 5 darts.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay. Is there one that looks really hurt right now?
The one that is most hurt is the one behind Riddle.
Okay. Then I will give him 2.
Okay.
And I will give 3 to this one over just to the right of Dragon Bait here.
Got it.
So the 2 coming for the one by Riddle.
Yep.
Are it's 7 points for that guy.
Okay.
And then for the 3 going to the one by Dragon Bait. Ooh, come on now. That was a really good roll. It was 11 on the die plus 3, so 14 on the one by Dragon Bait.
Amazing. Funnily enough, force damage, not one of the damage types these guys are resistant to. You do.
Yes, I love Magic Missile for that reason. Almost nobody is resistant to force damage.
They sure are not.
How nice.
Okay, so that's gonna bring that down to single digits almost immediately. The
Did the one by Riddle die?
The one on the by Riddle did not die. But
Ooh.
you brought both of these down to approximately the same level of hit points.
All right.
Yeah, they're one hit away, potentially from poofing out of existence.
Cool. And then I would love to use my movement to just kind of like get behind Rutherford and try to be as small as I can make myself.
Absolutely, that'll give you a good amount of cover there. Incroyable. It is now Dragonbait's turn. Dragonbait pulls out his Holy Avenger that bursts into light in the proximity of these undead enemies.
I'm gonna grab some water real quick.
Go for it. That's a. So that's gonna be. That hits. Which I believe is. Yeah, that's definitely enough. Just the radiant damage alone. Absolutely.
Demolishes
obliterates this dude.
You'll love to see it. You really do.
Pow! And he has a second attack, so he's going to take a step this way and go after the other half-elf. That's going to be a nat 1.
Oh, for fuck's
You hate
sake.
to see it.
He swings his sword
Come on.
where where the specter was. The specter blinks out of existence in the amount of time that the sword passes through that area, and then he blinks back completely unfazed.
Ugh.
Amazing. It is now the Tabaxi Spectre's turn. He is going to go after Riddle, which is going to be a 19 to hit. Does that hit?
That would hit, but I'm going to use my Cloud Rune, or my Cloud Giant ability, so that the damage it deals to me will instead go to the one directly behind me.
Hilarious. That's great. And that's definitely gonna hit that one. What kind of damage does this guy do? Necrotic, which the other one is immune to. Unfortunately, no damage is done, but no damage done to you either. So good on you for that.
Does the one behind me at least give it an affronted look like, hey?
There's a genuine exchange of confused glances as they both look at you and return towards you in earnest. Back up at the top of the round,
man?
it is this guy's turn.
Didn't he die?
Yep, that guy's dead, so it's now Artis's turn. Artis is going to all of this stuff does cold damage. Is there anything that doesn't? That's piercing, which also isn't going to do much. Ooh, yeah. He's going to. Oh, but that only works for that.
This music is killer, by the way.
Isn't it great?
Yeah.
All right, he is going to he's gonna just make a bow attack on the one behind Riddle. Which is going to hit, and that deals 3 points of damage. Great, and that's his turn. It is now the half-elf 2, his turn. He's going to attack Dragonbait. That's going to miss, and that's going to be his turn. Capheira, you're up with Riddle on deck.
Okie dokie. Bonus action. Move. Who looks the healthiest?
The one in combat with Dragonbait.
Okay. I will bonus action move my hunter's mark to that guy.
Okay.
And try to shoot him. Ooh, that's not excellent. That is a 14 to hit.
That'll still hit. Roll for damage.
Aha! 18 points of piercing damage.
Great.
Reduced to 9.
Yep.
Boo.
She said begrudgingly.
Oh, is that a 7? Please be a 7. No, it's not. It's a 1. All right. Well, the second one misses.
Great.
Man, 2 attacks and I can't even make both of them.
You notch another arrow before realizing that this arrow had snapped in half in your quiver and is
Damn it.
useless.
I hate it when I have.
Awesome. Riddle, you're up.
I'm going to... I'm going to turn to the one behind me.
Yep.
That's the one that looks more damaged, right?
Correct.
I'm going to swing at that with my maul.
Okay.
And as I do, I'm going to ask... Well, hang on. Let me see if this... that's a dirty 20.
Absolutely hits.
All right. So cut in. So that's 11 damage.
Yep. Which is enough to kill this particular specter, even with the damage resistance.
So as I swing at him,
Yep.
I'm going to ask my riddle. What do you call everything that has ever tried to kill me? Wham! He's gone, and I'm gonna turn back to the other one and say, dead.
Wow!
And now I'm gonna. So now I'm going to swing at that one too.
Amazing.
Oh, that's an 8.
Yeah, that is not gonna hit.
Oh,
Unfortunately.
that was such a badass line to whiff on immediately after.
We're still level 5. We're still level 5.
You backhand the maul towards this guy who anticipates your movement and ducks out of the way.
But I can still now use my bonus action to hit it to jab him with the other end.
Yep.
Nat 20.
That'll do it, my friend. What's your damage on that?
Let's see. Oh, that's D4. So that's 2, but double it, but then
To 4.
half it. So 2.
Amazing. You don't add anything to that?
No.
Great. So yeah, 2.
So he gets out of the way, but I jab him in his ghost eye.
Bonk him in the forehead. Amazing.
Yeah.
And it stumbles back a step in surprise. That worked. Amazing. Any movement you want to take on your turn?
Nope, I'll stay there.
Great. Uh, Amazing. That one's dead. That one's dead. Dr. Barrows, you're up.
Yes. Okay. So when I watch these creatures become fully deceased again, what am I seeing? Am I seeing them like turn into mist and that mist floating off on the breeze? What's happening?
Yeah, make an Arcana check. I'd say with advantage because it has to do with the undead.
Incredible. Ooh, they were both pretty good. Arcana is a 23.
23. On a 23, you're analyzing the nature of these undead.
Yeah.
Because they are spectral in nature, you determine that even despite the pull of the soulmonger, as you understand it, that is pulling all deceased souls towards it, something is anchoring these souls to this position. In fact, you can even see an almost them almost struggling against an unseen current that is pulling them southwards.
South.
Okay.
And we know that the soulmonger is theoretically in the south of Chult.
Yeah, southwest. Yeah.
So I could reasonably infer that the soulmonger is trying to pull these specters towards it, and they are trying to resist.
And as you see them deanimated, you see the mist that they turn into drifting off to the south.
To the south?
Yeah.
Okay. But there's no remains, right?
There are remains scattered about the camp. You see
there are skeletal remains.
Yeah, specifically you saw the crushed armor of the dwarven cleric, and as you look around, you can also see some remains of the other party members.
Are there? I guess what I'm trying to get at is there enough remains intact for me to talk to somebody beyond the grave?
I think you can make that assumption. Yeah, you can
Okay.
talk to these corpses with that spell.
I'm gonna save that for when we're done because I can see the tide turning in our favor. But for right now, while I've got these specters here, these tainted souls, is that what Dr. Barrows understands a specter to be in this moment, a tainted soul?
Yeah, so a specter on a 23, yeah, these specters are usually created under conditions of extreme violence and horror. So whatever the fate of these individuals was enough, was traumatic enough to anchor their souls in the to the places of their deaths.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts on one of the remaining specters.
Okay. Which one? You've got a half elf and a tabaxi.
Which one looks healthier?
They're both exactly the same.
Great. Then I will do the one next to Riddle.
Great. Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Okay. Insight is a 17.
You send your mind into the remains of this haunted spirit. You are immediately overwhelmed with a feeling of overwhelming hatred, hunger, and it's primal in its nature. The desperation for life. It senses the life essence emanating from all of you, and its need to take that from you is overwhelming. You also, with that 17 insight, get a brief glimpse, a flash into the person that this specter once was. You get a flash of a seasoned wilderness guide
Yeah.
leading a party of adventurers through the jungle.
Is this the tabaxi?
Mm-hmm. You see her setting up camp, and making plans for the day, and you feel the fur on the back of her neck as it prickles and turns around as she comes face to face with a ghast that had snuck up on them. You see the blue upside down triangle on its forehead as it reaches forward, and you feel her limbs seize up, and the vision ends.
Okay.
Any bonus action or movement on your turn?
No movement, and I'm pretty sure no bonus action, but let me just double check. Yeah. No, I'm fine. That's my turn.
Okay. It's Dragonbait's turn. Dragonbait is going to once again brandish his Holy Avenger. You can see the specter starting to raise its arms up defensively and start moving back away from Dragonbait. Dragonbait takes the advantage of the moment and lunges forward. That is going to hit. And with one slash, severs this specter's connection to the Primaterial world. His Holy Avenger glowing even brighter in this moment. What's the distance? Yeah, that's. He's going to next come after the remaining specter attacking Riddle. That's going to be that one is going to miss, unfortunately. But you see the specter reacting to the presence of this holy avenger in its midst, and it is looking like it wants to get out of that area soon. And it's going to be that Spectre's turn. He is going to, or she is going to, move away from Dragonbait and Riddle. Both of you get attacks of opportunity.
Okay.
Um,
If possible, I'd like to try to use my attack of opportunity to try to hit her and or waft her closer to Dragonbait, because
well, she's going away from both of you, so both of you get attacks.
Okay. Does a 13 hit?
It does.
Okay.
Roll for damage.
5.
5. Okay. You clip it on its way out of your area.
That's literally the worst amount of damage I can roll.
Dragonbait is going to. So you do successfully slam this specter into Dragonbait's space, who braces his holy avenger, and as you move the specter, it impales itself onto the edge of Dragonbait's sword, successfully ending its undeath and bringing y'all out of combat.
Oh, that was spooky.
I immediately go to the closest, most intact remains that I can find.
Okay.
And I cast Speak with the Dead.
Okay. I'd say that the easiest one to find would be the dwarf cleric, whose armor you saw the half orc bending over.
I want to know what's inside the armor.
Inside the armor, you see the remains of a dwarf.
Okay. Even that broken pendant?
Mm-hmm. Yep, the broken pendant is also there.
Okay.
Does the corpse reanimate?
It does. Read to me again the specifics on the Speak with Dead spell.
Yeah. You grant the semblance of life to a corpse of your choice within range, allowing it to answer questions you pose. The corpse must have a mouth, and this spell fails if the deceased creature was undead when it died. The spell also fails if the corpse was the target of this spell within the past 10 days. Until the spell ends, which it lasts for 10 minutes, you can ask the corpse up to 5 questions. The corpse knows only what it knew in life, including the languages it knew. Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive, and the corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer. If you are antagonistic towards it, or it recognizes you as an enemy, the spell doesn't return the creature's soul to its body, only animating its spirit. The corpse can't learn new information, etc., etc.
Got it.
So important note, if it was a dick in life, it will be a dick now.
Yeah. All right, you the corpse of this dwarf twitches and slowly sits up in its armor. You see rends and gashes in the plate armor that it was wearing. It's the helmet is crushed, and it turns its ruined face in your direction and looks expectantly.
I will converse with it in Dwarvish, because that is a language that I know. Hopefully, to engender myself to it a little bit, since it doesn't know me. The first question that I will ask is, why don't you want to go to where you are being pulled?
No choice. Trapped here.
Did somebody trap you here?
I don't know why.
What were you and your friends doing out here?
We were on a mission from Sindra Sylvain to find the Soulmonger. To remove the death curse.
I think that was 3. How did you die?
Undead snuck up on our camp, overwhelmed us. Ghasts. We were paralyzed. We couldn't move. They ate us alive. I couldn't help my friends.
Was it just ghasts? Or were there other creatures with them?
They led ghouls, zombies. There were so many. And the armor lays back down.
Yeah. I will translate that conversation back into common for my friends that do not speak Dwarvish.
Well, what a horrifying preview of our fate.
Yeah. Seems like these folks might have been targeted if there were so many. And I'll reference the map and see that we are not in an undead area right now. I think they were targeted. They came with so many numbers. They knew they had a plan. These undead had a plan, and they came. I saw in a vision. I saw that they came bearing the upside down blue triangle that we've seen before.
Fucking cultists.
They knew about them, and they came on purpose. This wasn't a chance encounter. They came to slaughter these people.
So I knew it was a good idea to kill what's his name.
Who?
Oh, the one that if we'd let him live, he probably would have told his friends.
Oh, the fucking cultists?
Yes.
Yeah, no, we definitely should kill them.
I just know something. Started with an N, I think. I can't remember.
Couldn't tell you.
Um,
I think that we need to be very, very cautious as we continue to work our way south.
Agreed. Agreed.
My hammer did not hit them as hard as it should have.
Well, it's the thing with ephemeral
Some undead are like
beasties.
that, Riddle.
Same
Some of
with
the
my arrow.
ghosts, because they're basically made of mist, you need something magical to hit them.
Yes. We need magic to hit them harder.
I think somewhere in this jungle there'd be a magical bow. Some magical arrows or something.
I have to go through dangerous circumstances in order to get that. I'm gonna kind of walk around the rest of this camp and see if there is anything worth finding
Absolutely.
or anything of interest, not necessarily of monetary value, but of interest to me and to my pursuits.
Go ahead and make an investigation check. If you spend a good amount of time, I'll let you take that with advantage.
Y'all, are we wanting to spend time here?
I mean, I'd rather not spend a lot if we have the option. I'd like to keep moving.
Yeah, I won't do it with advantage, John.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter, because I rolled really good. Investigation?
Yep.
Oh shit, I'm really good at that. That's 23.
All right. Somebody get
So
ready to write all this
modest.
down.
What the fuck? Okay.
You find a lot.
Okay.
You find you find the remains of the 5 party members. Which one would you like to investigate first? The half orc, the dwarf, the tabaxi, or one of the half elves?
I guess the dwarf, since I'm right here.
All right. On the dwarf, you find the ruined holy symbol. You also find 1 vial of holy water.
Ooh.
And a tower shield.
Anybody go with shields?
No.
Riddle, you want a shield?
No, I am made of shield already.
Alright.
Oh, but I'll pick it. I'll see if I can like wear it on my back.
It's a pretty big fucking shield. It's like
Yeah,
3 feet
it's
tall.
Big fucking boy.
I'd say in order to gain any benefits from this shield, you're gonna have to actually equip it.
Okay.
Does Artist or
Which-
Dragonbait want a shield?
Yeah.
You know what? Artist might be able to use it because he doesn't use both hands except for his bow. But he could give up a one of his arms for a big ass shield. Sure.
Alright.
And
And I will take that vial of holy water.
Great. Who next?
Tabaxi.
On the tabaxi, you find a +1 longbow.
Oh shit. Here you go.
I want it. I want it so badly.
You get 1 jar of Keogtom's ointment.
Can you spell that?
Keoghtom. And I'll say that you recognize this as a medicinal ointment that you can use to, I think it like ends conditions. You can find it in D&D Beyond.
Okay, cool.
But you get 3 doses of that. And a copy of a map that looks very familiar to you.
Is it more filled in than ours? Can I roll for it?
Yeah, roll for it.
Just straight D20?
Yeah.
Okay, 11 or above, it's more filled in than ours.
11 or above, it's more filled in. 15 to 20, you get a major landmark revealed.
Okay, cool. Fuck, it's a 3.
No.
Unfortunately, they followed a pretty similar route to y'all.
Fuck.
Dude,
I look at it.
so
I look
excited.
I give it a once over, and I look at it. I was like, well, this is useless. Toss it over my shoulder. Keep going.
Capheira will go pick it up and add it to her stuff.
But yeah, it is a copy of the map that Cinder Sylvain gave to you. And that's what you find on the Tabaxi.
Oh man.
Half elves.
Wait for +1 longbow for the whole campaign.
On the half elves, you find 1 potion of healing.
Take that for myself.
A potion that is green with brown specks.
Okay.
And a lyre with 1 broken string.
All right, I'll leave that.
It's known as a of botulism.
Do I know what the potion that is green with brown specks would do?
I'll say you can roll. You can either roll an Arcana check to try and figure it out, or you can cast Identify.
Ooh. I'll roll Arcana to start and see what that gets me. It's really, really good. This is as good as I can do without critting. It is a 27.
Absolutely, yeah.
Nice.
You recognize this immediately as a potion of animal friendship.
I'll give that to Wilhelmina.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's got Wilhelmina all over it.
Okay, so you've got the half-orc left, and you also have the remains of the Triceratops.
Do the half work.
Alright. On the half-orc, you find a book. And opening the book, you find that it is, in fact, a spell book.
Yeah!
A gift just for you.
You find a book. What? Boo!
Chucks over shoulder.
What spells does it have in it?
It is, I believe...
This is the best day ever! This is Christmas!
I think I might have made it into an item on D&D Beyond. If you look up Torug's spellbook, Torug.
Okay, hang on.
If I didn't, I'm a dummy. And didn't write down what spells are in it.
Spell it again?
Torug. Torug's spellbook.
No, I'm not finding it. I'm sorry.
Let me see if I can find it in my, so I'll get back to you on that.
Okay.
But it's got some spells.
This is Christmas. I'm so excited.
Father
Anything
Christmas.
Anything
You
else
bought
on the
us
half orc?
presents.
That's all that the half-orc has on it.
Okay, cool. And then the Triceratops.
On the Triceratops, you find 40 gallons of water.
Hot.
Is it
Do we-
potable?
It is. One of the barrels on the Triceratops remained intact. And you also find a case containing 15 blocks of insect repellent incense.
Ooh.
Oh.
Hey. In case we run into any more bat mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Rad. This is so much stuff.
It was a whole adventuring party. They had a lot
know.
of stuff with them.
I'm glad I searched.
Yeah.
I would have missed the spell book. Oh my
I wouldn't have gotten my bow. Capheira's just in the corner, kind of petting her bow.
Yes, so pretty.
Oh, it sparkles in the sunlight.
You know what? I'd like Riddle to pick up the lyre.
Ooh.
Okay.
Boing. Boing.
Yeah, it's out of tune, but it's playable.
I
Yeah.
will
It's okay if
Ba-
it's not playable because Riddle can't play.
yeah. Bailey, are you still managing party inventory? Can you add the 40 gallons of
I can do
water
it.
and the 15 blocks of insect repellent incense?
Uno momento.
Ooh, I might have written it in. Something.
I will need to use the facilities in a little bit.
Great. Um, in that case, let's take this opportunity to take a break, and then I'll be able to tell you after that what spells are in Torig's spellbook.
Sounds good.
On Krayab. We'll be right back, folks, and don't change that channel. and now that's fixed. Damn it all to hell.
All right, guys, from the top.
Amazing. So, what y'all missed is, hey, imagine that. Um, uh, yeah, Capheira noticed a couple of names tattooed on Artis's knuckles, but declined to pry. And Dr. Barrows discovered that the growths on Wilhelmina's foreheads were in fact made out of wood instead of bone, as she initially theorized. And that there is the potential for Wilhelmina to access some kind of arcane power through some newfound innate ability that is potentially now accessible to her, or will be once she's feeling a little better. In that, Riddle is now attempting to
Search for new magic. Search for any kind of magical weapons or anything that it could be used magically, for offense or defensive purposes.
uh-huh.
And then also, I'm looking for small, sharp bits of wood that I can apply to my own forehead with tree sap, just to help. Just
in commiseration, sure.
yeah, help Wilhelmina, feel.
Yeah, I get you. For that, I'd say give me a sleight of hand check to see how skillfully you can craft
Okay.
these wooden horns.
I have advantage on sleight of hand.
Amazing.
At the 19.
Nice. Yeah, you successfully whittle and adhere these small wooden horns that you now have on your forehead as well. In solidarity was the word I was looking for.
Solidarity.
Amazing. Perfect. So, in your attempts to communicate with Malik, go ahead and give me an animal handling check.
Animal handling. Oh, I also have, even though I have a -1 modifier, I also have advantage.
Cool.
And I rolled 2 8s.
Okay. So, what do
I
you?
think he understands.
How do you try to communicate this to Malik? You pull him out and he uncurls a little bit and looks blearily up at you and see.
It's like, Malik, I need you to help me find magic. I need you to help me make my hammer strong. Fight against ghosts.
He kind of
No.
squirms a little bit in your grasp. He
Ghosts.
tries to scramble out of your hands.
Riddle, what the
yes.
fuck are you doing? Turns over.
And eventually he wriggles out of your grasp and gets onto the ground and walks a little ways off into the forest, sort of waddles over there, sniffs, looks at the ground, starts digging a little bit faster, pulls out a big juicy grub.
Good. Yes, you'll need your strength for this mission.
Amazing. Um. So let's go ahead and for the evening, let's subtract the food and water that y'all have used during the day. We don't have to track water anymore, which is great. But for food, um, so y'all got 10 pounds of food tonight, subtracting
Why aren't we tracking water anymore?
because of the jug of alchemy.
The alchemy jug. Got it.
There's just no reason.
Um,
I forgot about the
decided
alchemy
to stop.
jug.
I just don't feel like it anymore.
So go ahead, and that's going to be a positive 5 to your food stores.
Okay. I mean, technically we shouldn't have to count food anymore either, because in addition to endless water, we now have endless mayonnaise.
I think you can only choose
It only be one
personally-
or the other.
I personally do not want to eat mayonnaise. Only for the remainder of our time here in this very oppressive jungle. I would like some.
No,
I would like some actual food. Turns back over again.
absolutely draw the line where mayonnaise is
Yeah.
concerned.
Sits up. I would actually love to eat anything other than mayonnaise, okay? And then goes back to sleep.
I think you as you say this, Dr. Barrows, you catch a faint hint of roses from Dragonbait's direction.
Is that a sense of agreement from Dragonbait?
Go ahead and roll
I love mayonnaise.
an insight check.
Yes! Oh! It's not bad! How good am I at insight? Not good. That's I rolled a 15, but I have a +1, so it's a 16.
16, you glean from his body language that he's a little bit disappointed that there's not going to be endless mayonnaise.
This was the scent of roses.
Yeah.
As it say, but I like.
Oh no! Dragonbait wanted mayonnaise.
Oh my
He's
goodness.
a little disappointed.
I'll mumble very softly under my breath as I kind of turn over and scrunch down into my sleeping bag. Oh, get over it.
I think. Do we have any like tallish trees in the area we've set up camp?
100%. There are many tallish trees.
Okay. Capheira, as people are settling in, will just climb one of the tallest she sees and just try to get above the canopy for a little while.
Okay. What's your do you have a goal while you're up there, or is it just for the joy of climbing trees?
I think just to be in a tree and to be above the jungle.
As everyone else is turning in for the night, Wilhelmina has long since drifted off, exhausted from the day's travel. Dr. Barrows has turned in. Riddle is faithfully sitting by the remains of the fire, watching for any potential danger. Capheira, as you're up in the tree, what are you thinking about here in this rare moment off by yourself, sort of you and the jungle?
I think she's like standing on a branch close to the trunk with like a hand supporting herself and like playing with her swarm a little bit. Like, because it can look like anything she wants. She's sort of like making it fireflies dance and then their feathers and then it's just a breeze. Um, and looking over the trees that are so foreign and yet it's still just a forest in a way. Um, yeah, I think she's just thinking about all the other nights she's spent alone in a tree, looking, watching for movement, looking at the stars.
You feel in this moment the 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 breeze, the warm jungle wind swaying the top of this tree gently. You feel it move past you. Your whole life you felt not only a connection with nature, but also, I think almost despite your upbringing, a connection with the wind.
Hmm.
And as your mind drifts and thinks back to the forest that you grew up in, those nights spent in communion with nature, you feel that through it all, it's been the same wind. And you feel that through line. And you feel it leading from your past through to your present and leading you towards the future. And as your mind makes that connection of the future, you feel your awareness borne forward on the wind. You feel your sense of individuality blur a bit as your connection with nature grows stronger in this moment. And you feel a connection with this jungle that you've been a part of. Not just moving through, not just surviving, but contributing to, taking from, giving back. You feel a part of this jungle. And you feel that relationship, and it's not just one-sided. That the jungle is also reaching back and making that connection with you. And you feel in that moment, as your awareness is being born on the wind, through the jungle, you get not words, and not really emotions either, but still a communion. A desire to help. You get a glimpse of what the wind could hold in the future. The dangers that await you. The glory or the defeat. The different paths that the wind could take. And you feel too small. You feel that what's ahead is it's too much. To do it alone. And then you feel, in that moment of feeling small, you feel an expansion of your awareness, of your mind, of your sense of self, spreading to encompass the entire jungle. The jungle is here to help. It senses what you want. But in order to help, it needs something from you. It needs time. And you feel a tug on your sense of self. Even as you're brought back into your body, you're now aware of your present self in this tree, by the camp, by the river. But you can feel that tug from the jungle, as if it's asking permission, as if it's beckoning you. You feel the sense of an outstretched hand. What do you do?
Does it feel benevolent?
Make an insight check.
22.
It feels wild,
Hmm.
but it feels familiar. You can sense that there are things that the jungle can offer you that you cannot get on your own.
You said I feel like a pull. Does that come with a sense of direction? Like, do I feel pulled towards a place?
I think you feel a pull in the direction of the wind. That just as the wind follows patterns and can be swept into currents and eddies and move around objects, that it's affected by the weather it rises and falls. You feel that same pull on your essence. The desire to give in to that nature of wind.
I think she's gonna do something stupid.
Okay.
I think she's gonna like press her palm against the tree and kind of holding on to that sense of feeling small and feeling isolated, and kind of look next to her and kind of remember the silhouette of someone who used to keep watch in trees with her. And then let her swarm as feathers show her the path of the wind. And then like outstretch her arms and like swan dive into it. See what
Riddle,
happens.
make me a perception check.
Oh, I don't. Oh, my heart. If I see you leaving, oh, my heart. 18.
18. Movement catches your attention. I'll say you've been sort of passively aware of where Capheira went off to. Just to sort of like, okay, Capheira's over there. I'll keep that in mind. Looking out for danger. And you see a little bit of movement off from where Capheira went. You see Capheira on the edge of a tree, just through a break in the canopy. And you see her arms outstretched, swan diving into the air, her swarm of feathers billowing around her.
I'm going to drop my hammer and run to catch her.
Capheira, what does it look like as your essence merges into the wind through your connection with your swarm?
I think that's a really good question. I think the feathers slowly at first and then faster and faster adhere to her and to themselves, almost building wings around her, and then become like ephemeral and become purple and blue and glow like fireflies, and then dissipate again and become just wind.
Riddle, you see Capheira blow away.
I will lower my head. Can I know this is gonna get metagamey, but like if I make like can I be insightful enough to know that this was intentional on her part so that we don't spend the next several sessions just trying to figure out what the fuck just happened to Capheira?
I'll let you roll an insight check on it.
Okay, cool. I really want to do well on this.
I'll give you advantage.
Thank you, because I just rolled a nat 1 with my insight modifier makes it a 0.
Mm-hmm.
Roll your physical dice.
Too late.
3. I'll say on a 3, because you didn't roll a nat 1. A nat 1 would have told Riddle this is an unmitigated disaster.
Yes.
On a 3, it is merely a mystery. You're not sure what just happened.
Either way, I think it's safe to say that we start the next session with Riddle waking up Dr. Barrows. Like not by saying, Dr. Barrows, wake up, just picking up Dr. Barrows, carrying her over to the spot where it happened, and just saying, look! Like, what am I
What
looking
the fuck, Riddle?
It's like, what am I looking at? Capheira is gone. Capheira is not there.
What the fuck do you mean Capheira's not there?
It's like, look, she was there, and now she is not.
Riddle, as you were holding Dr. Barrows, shaking her towards the sky, you feel another breeze blow past you. Born with it, some luminescent feathers that you watch float off into the jungle.
Oh.
It's difficult for you to feel subtle changes in temperature. Things that aren't immediate dangers to Riddle are difficult to feel precisely.
Maybe for a second I feel the opposite of danger.
I like that. I think you feel the subroutines that kick in that mimic adrenaline. Those systems that kick you into danger mode. That are always running in the background. Assessing threats, analyzing potential danger. You feel them, I think for the first time, disengage. In this moment, Riddle is safe.
I think it is okay. She just turned into the wind.
What the fuck?
And that's where we're going to end today's episode.
No, we gotta end it with what the
Yeah.
we gotta go
roll credits.
Yeah. We gotta go anime at the end of
we're PG-13. We already used our fuck for the episode.
Yeah.
Amazing. This is going to be sadly Hannah's last episode with us for the season. Will Capheira return to the party later in season 2? Who's to say? But at the moment, life takes our friend away from the stream for a time. But make sure to tune in next week as we continue our adventures through Chult. Cricket will return to us, and we will continue to finish out Season 1 of Tomb of Annihilation. Good night, everybody.